Well, video 6 from 1 Samuel, and I've titled this because there's just so much in this book. I've tried to bring a few key points out just in this one video, and I've called this, Do You Remember God's Favour? And throughout his life, before David became king, he had a great relationship with Jonathan, who was Saul's son. And Jonathan knew David was going to become king. Jonathan was the next in line because he was the king's son, Saul's son. But he knew he wasn't going to get it. He knew God had anointed David. So he partnered with David. They became great friends, great buddies. And he enabled Saul to be able to endure and succeed, even when his father tried many times to kill David. So learn who you partner with, that how they're going to take you through thick and thin, every difficult situation. I found when we had a fire in Gloria Jeans that burnt everything to the ground, you found out who your real friends were. When you go through difficult times, who are your real friends are still there? Are they people who position themselves on the sideline until things get better and then they come back? They're not your true friends. Number 2, relationships. There's a story in chapter 25 of 1 Samuel about Nabal and Abigail. And Abigail was a really healthy individual who really understood relationships and building good relationships. And her husband, you call him despicable or pathetic Nabal, because when David sent some people to him to get food because they'd been fighting and travelling a lot and they were willing to pay for it and not get in their way, Nabal just sent them away. It was rude, very rude to them. Abigail heard about it, pursued these guys and said to them, here's all the food that you've asked for, etc. My husband just doesn't understand this stuff. And eventually Nabal died very quickly after that, and Abigail became one of David's wives. And that's in chapter 25 of 1 Samuel. So in your relationships, learn to build healthy relationships with both of you. If you just ask your other partner, am I speaking to you, doing things within the family, with individuals? Is there things that need to change? Because you can have a better and healthier and happy life if you do that. Number 3, do you remember God's favour? I titled this video around this one. In 1 Samuel 7:12, a part of the way along the journey with Samuel, he put a large big stone, and placed it between 2 towns. And he called it the Ebenezer stone, which means the stone of help. And in the verse it says this, up to this point, the Lord has helped us. Do we remember the times God has helped us through difficult situation, answers to prayer, turned around a situation? And, so often, even in Christian circles, something good happens. They say, oh, you're lucky. No, it's not luck, it's God's favour. Christians need to get rid of the word lucky out of their vocabulary. It's God's favour on our lives. And we need to have those checkpoints in our life where we remember, we write them down, things God has done, because we need to go back and look at them when we're going through another difficult situation. And I'm asking you, as I finish this video, how do you remember what God has done for you and your life up to now?